Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to day 2 of the Make Your Damn Bed podcast. Before I get into any of the Make Your Damn Bed podcast episodes, I want to make some things very clear. Our world is incredibly diverse, and life is a super nuanced and specific experience. So I am aware that some days, some messages might not feel relevant to you. Some days, nothing will. But as someone who advocates for trying to get a lesson out of as much as we can, whether it's for ourselves or gaining perspective on people we love, even if things don't seem or sound immediately relatable, just keep an open mind and don't listen to what doesn't apply. And most importantly, remember that even improvement seeking can and often will become a never-ending trap. It is an endless pursuit, and it distracts us from the reality that at the end of the day, we're trying to improve our lives. Moderation and balance is the key most of the time to creating harmony in most aspects of our lives. So when we remember that literally anything, even the most innocuous or wholesome thing, can be overused and abused and weaponized, we can avoid those traps by keeping our friends and our information sources and our perspectives diverse, especially if we ever feel like we're getting lost in the sauce. That said, I am okay with healthy amounts of obsession for small periods if you know that it's not going to last forever. Because, like the point I started with, all of our experiences and needs are different. Day to day, month to month, year to year, life to life. So while my base attempt is to make something that resonates for everyone right now, right here, it might not, but I think that's okay. If you do need more relatable content, you can always message me directly at mydbpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll answer specific questions or create specific episodes around your suggestions. I'm always open to you. But I felt it essential to start the foundation of this podcast with the reminder that the goal of anything is to learn and practice so that we can integrate it and get back to living a full life. Unless you're training to become an Olympian in something, you don't need to practice anything so that it becomes your life, unless it's actually fulfilling to you. But even if it is fulfilling or you are an Olympian, you have to still take breaks in order to truly benefit from all that training. So remember that we can create meaning based on our current perspective. If you want to evoke a different meaning, you're going to have to shift your current perspective. And naturally, that can be easier said than done. So just take what resonates and let go of what doesn't. And always remember, your information's coming from an underworked, underpaid stand-up comedian who suffers from ADHD, depression, and anxiety. So today's reminder is that the journey to progress will never be linear. Everything, including our energy levels, our productivity, our mindset, the things we learn, the way we learn, the style in which we show up to learn, will change on a daily basis. And there will be times where you show up like a boss every single day for 3 months. And there will be times where you literally cannot. The idea of labor is too much. And sometimes you'll be right. That idea of labor is too much. But regardless of how right we are about capitalism, we do need to stop believing that we can accomplish everything in a day. That desire to be productive every single day is not only unsustainable, but it's demoralizing. And it is not how us as human beings function. Some days are meant to be proactive, while others are meant to be restful. And let's not forget about the most important part, play. One of the most helpful pieces of advice that I feel like I've used since college is to focus attention on completing 3 of the most important tasks every day, bearing in mind I will also schedule in specific days for rest. Having goals and boundaries like that can help me feel more productive with my time without burning out, and it can remind me that some days my 3 tasks will be things like washing my sheets and washing my ass, and other days my tasks will be things like creating community groups to manage the food inequity in our area. The point is, most tasks we do work on cycles. They will never be done. They will never feel complete. And often there will always be more to do. And because of this, the path of improvement is infinite. So if you never take an intentional moment to reflect and appreciate how far you've come, you will miss out on the amazing view and the whole reason you started the journey. Remember that the goal is to make the world a better place, not a perfect place. The goal is to make your life a better place, not a perfect place. The goal is to make your community a better place, not a perfect place. Because if you're like me, motivation and passion without boundaries creates a burnt out and sad version of myself. And if you've been living in today's society not as the 1%, you've probably been managing a pretty challenging life for a long time. And truly, that is so fucking impressive, and it is worth celebrating. It's worth slowing down to remember that life is not some competition, because the ultimate end goal will look the same for all of us, regardless of what we have or haven't accomplished. As long as you are moving at a pace that allows you to savor the view you deserve, who cares about the rest? But if you learn to be kinder and gentler to yourself on the journey, it won't be so hard to enjoy it. I really do love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow while you make your damn bed. Bye, beautiful. Good morning.